isn't actually a phrase.
It is what it is. When I was younger and I had to deal with a lot of stuff, you know, my mother used to tell me, you know, you had to be tough. You had to be able to deal with what's going on. And the main thing she used to try to get me to understand is that it is what it is. There is no rhyme and reason. There is no logic behind why things happen. It just is. And the man who can adapt to what it is every day will win. The man who could see that in this situation, you know, I need to do this, they will win. You know, I'm overweight, I need to lose weight, I need to do this for this amount of time, they're gonna win. It's raining outside, get an umbrella, you're gonna win. I feel that these people don't like me and I need to find another job and get another job, you're gonna win. The hustle is drying up. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So let me move on to another hustle because I gotta keep winning. A lot of people are unable to accept that it is what it is. Right now, a lot of you cats have children, and you're not teaching your children to accept the way the world is. You're trying to shield them from it, trying to hide it. You're trying to say that, you know, I'm not saying you gotta talk about transgenders and all that shit. That's not important. But you know, let's give you a good example of my nephew. Always, you know, he is the example for a lot of you cats. But you know, my sister didn't want me to talk about race to my nephew. Didn't want me to bring up these things. And I'm like, you know, he's gonna be a tall black man, tall, strong black man, and he needs to know that people are just gonna not like him and be intimidated by him, and you know what I mean. And he doesn't need to overcome that because he didn't do anything. You know, the rabbit doesn't have to overcome being a rabbit. It is what he is. And if you get intimidated by it, then what is the rabbit supposed to do? Put on a shell and act like a turtle? So I teach a different kind of thing because I've been taught a different kind of thing. And also my sister has been taught a different kind of thing. But of course, every generation, especially a lot of women, want to go against whatever their mother told them. So I don't have any issues with that. I try to be whatever works, and I'm going to keep rolling with it. So I see the mentality of accepting the world the way it is at every time, at every instant. It's been very beneficial to me. So of course I speak that back to my nephew, and I speak that back to all of my family, whether everyone cares for it or not. We can't, as a man, my belief, okay, I can't hope that the world gets better. I gotta arm up and deal with the world the way it is. I have a girl who wants things to get better, and I believe in her vision of what things could possibly be. You know what I mean? But I have to go outside and handle business. And if there's a dog outside, I gotta cut his damn throat. You know, I'm not gonna be the dog catcher. I'm gonna cut his goddamn throat. So it is what it is. And you need to know that you're holding yourself back by walking into this world and hoping and praying that things get better. Let them get better the way any person who handles business things get better. It's called luck. I went out there and I was at a party, and you know what I'm saying, and I met this beautiful girl. Let the luck of being in the right place at the right time as your hustle proceeds be your hope, and you know that things will get better. Let it surprise you. But for us who out there on the grind on a daily basis, it is what it is, homie. Every day I wake up knowing and assessing my current circumstances and what the day will be. I don't sit there and hope that I win the lottery, even though I got a ticket on that motherfucker every day of the year. I don't wake up and think this time the party's gonna be popping and I'm gonna meet the girl of my dreams. I don't think that. I just say, you know what, man, I need a break. Let me go see what's popping tonight. Let me mix it up. Let me bend some corners. I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, that I don't allow the negative situations, you know what I mean, I take them on for what it is. Like I think I used this in the past. Most of us who play basketball or sports, when you sprain your ankle, if it wasn't severe, what did they tell you to do? They told you to walk it off. So what did you do? You walk, wincing a little bit. Then all of a sudden, your body was able to handle the pain. and you went back outside and played. This is before they shot your ass up with all that kidney killer, painkiller shit, y'all, people getting out. But you know what I mean? We went right back outside and we had to deal with it. And we accepted the world for the way it was. And a lot of us, we learned this lesson when we were young, through sports and whatever other things we played. Hey, Freeman, when you go down the street, you go to that liquor store, man, be careful. Somebody might try to shoot you. I got to accept it. I got to deal with it. I got to walk down that street. I got to go home. I got to get where I got to get. You know what I'm saying? I got to accept it. So as a result, I have a strength that I think most people, I guess, never develop because they always wishing that things would get better. Have you ever watched those shows like The Walking Dead and all this apocalyptic shit? It's always the cat who accepts it and deals with it that is the most prepared for it. It is not the person who, it's scary times, and these motherfuckers are scared, and some people like, fuck it, let's just kill everybody, right? I had to accept it. When I hit New York when I was younger, I accepted, man. You know what? This is the kind of apartment I can afford. Shit, they got roaches. There's a prostitute above my head. But I'm here to make money, homie. I don't give a fuck what's going on. So I handled my business and I accepted the world the way it was, period. You know what I mean? And it's always been beneficial to me. It's always been the best thing I could do. I've always accepted my losses. And I've had losses. I've accepted them immediately. I didn't go back and how people say, you should find out what you did wrong. You know what, man? I don't give a fuck what I did wrong. Whatever I said to that girl, she ain't coming back. Whatever I did to that job where they fired me, I ain't gonna go back there. Whatever, the way the shit went out, that's the way it went down, man. You know what I'm saying? And I have to accept that immediately. I don't dwell on losses. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't, how people, you learn from your losses. What the fuck? Don't do that again. That's whatever it is that you just did, don't do it. Okay, that's how quick you learn from your fucking loss. Right? If you say, hey baby, and the girl look at you funny, don't say baby no more, right? Say, hey beautiful, change it around, do something else. Try another angle. Right? But don't spend too much time trying to analyze. When you get smart, when the smart people come into the game, homie, they always try to make you what I like to call stutter step. Study long, study wrong. The game is fluid and we need to learn these lessons fast. And the best way I learned the lesson fast was to accept it day in and day out the way it is. Freeman, we need some money, but I don't got the money right now. I need to just double down for a second. It might be a month. I submit to that understanding right at that moment. You know what I mean? I stopped worrying about it. I've seen plenty of cats on their way down not understand that they on their way down. Why does shit gotta be this way, Freeman? Why? I don't know, man. But we gonna be all right, homie. It's just a matter of us trudging through it, man. How many times have you failed in life that you need to get so panicky about fucking failing? You have never failed the majority of your life, but yet you prepare for it like the shit is like rain on the forecast. But if I fail, I don't prepare for failure. But when the shit comes up that day, fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I want y'all to start incorporating this mentality or this thought process or even just that phrase into your conversation, into your mentality when a loss or any issues come up. You know what I'm saying? The car broke down. It is what it is, man. What do I gotta do now? Right? I don't know how to stay focused, people all over me and shit like that, man. It is what it is. Today is just a chaotic ass day, man. I had losses. I had catastrophic losses, homie. I had 3 or 4 fucking losses in one day coming to me from 4 different angles, homie. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers say, hey, Randy, man, you need a drink, man. You done lost money, lost girls, lost life, lost... Goddamn, man, it is what it is, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in control of the way the wind works, man. I haven't got fully in touch with my God powers. I'm working hard on it every day, but I haven't been able to bend metal, homie, with my mind. I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? But until then, you know, let me put it this way. You know, there's like a form of kung fu, and I don't know what it is because I've probably seen this on a Bruce Lee shit or some shit a long time ago, and it might be Taekwondo or whatever. But basically, whatever force comes at them, they just know how to deflect it. They're not really fighting; they're really deflecting it, right? So if a motherfucker force is coming at you full throttle, you kind of don't get in front of it. Of course, you don't want to get punched, but you kind of guide that force away from you, and that's your defensive technique. To me, that's what I visualize when I think about it is what it is. You know, it's a hot ass day. I'm gonna, you know, wear white, and wear some linen, deflect the sun rays. Don't stay out there too long. But it ain't forever. It ain't something. It ain't a trend. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? When shit happen to people, and you know, it ain't a trend. You ain't a failure. This isn't your time of failure. This isn't. You know what I'm saying? It's just today. It's what's gonna, you know, happen to us today. Today. You know what I'm saying? I'm short on cash. That's just today. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, hey, I've been in jobs where people have fired me or people wanted to confront me. You know, I always cut that shit off. You know, to tell you why, I deflected. You come in there with your big ass speech and say, I finally got your black ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You think you something. I know you nothing, motherfucker. I'm going to tell you something. One time a lady came in there and tried to tell me, well, you know, I think, you know, it's time. And, you know, I said, hey, am I fired? She said, yeah. I said, oh, you don't have to say no more. Well, you know, I want you to know why. I said, I don't even give a fuck why. I don't care. I mean, the fuck I care. What am I gonna learn from that shit? I know the mental motherfuckers tell y'all gonna learn something from that shit. You're gonna learn how not to offend people. Man, I'm a 6 foot plus black man with confidence that no one can really fucking touch. I know when I walk in the room. I know when I speak. You know what I'm saying? Who does this motherfucker think he is? I know that's in your mind, motherfucker. I ain't gonna fight that. So what am I gonna learn from that? How not to be confident? I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do to allow myself to survive a situation with low self-esteem motherfuckers. And plus, I really don't give a fuck. Do y'all understand that when you're independent in your mind and you think that I can make shit happen, people become very fucking insignificant. People just disappear. Like, what the fuck? That's why I always tell you when you hear it on my podcast, like I feel like socking motherfuckers in the face. It's not because I'm violent. It's because I think, what the fuck you gonna do if I did? That's how small you are to me. What the fuck you gonna do? Run? Hide? Call the police? What the fuck you gonna do if I did? So I've learned to accept the world every day the way it is, the way God has given it to me. And it's been a strength of mine for a long time. It helped me cope when I was sleeping on the floor. I'm just here. I'm in Philadelphia. Don't worry about it. You're gonna keep doing what you're doing, man. This is just today, man. But you came all the way out here. We about to do some big shit. But today, I filled up the sink with water because in the stainless steel sink, the mice will come and try to drink the water and they'll fall in and drown because they can't get out of the stainless steel sink. That's for a lot of you cats still living that way. That's a catch your mouth trick if y'all want. But you know, I had to learn it is what it is. You know, people look at, oh, Freeman, it is what it is, man. Freeman, you know, today you ain't looking good, homie. Things ain't working out the way you thought. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here for a long time, man. I mean, it's just one day, homie. You know, like I put out on the old podcast, man. It's a bad day in an overall good life. It's a bad moment. That's just one girl. That's just one opportunity. That's just one job. I ain't even gonna see these motherfuckers no more. I remember I told one cat when he was talking about, you know, Freeman, you know, we might have to let you go. I said, I appreciate the opportunity, man. Good luck to you. And he wanted to say some more, and I said, hey, man, I'm never gonna see you again, ever. In my life, we ain't never gonna cross paths again. He said, yeah. I said, good luck to you, man. I don't want to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to remember me for telling you that I don't give a fuck about all that shit. Homie, it's done. It is what it is. Whatever decisions came to this moment, wherever I have to deal with, it has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing about it. I can't make the shit better. I can't get cats to adjust to it. I can't do a damn thing about it. So the thing I want you to know is you have to accept life the way God gives it every day. And you got to make your adjustment. You got to deflect the negative that might knock you out, and you got to take advantage of the positive that might get you into another position. Right? It's a sunny day. You ever notice, like when you in Chicago, for my cats in Chicago, Chicago's a very interesting town if y'all ever been there. But when it's winter, you know, winter's rough. But if there's a sign of spring, let's say like 40 degrees of sun, cats in Chicago, man, they be ready to come outside, homie. Like, it ain't time for sundresses, but somebody they ready. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and even if it's only sunny for one day, they gonna enjoy that sun for one day, and then they get right back cold, and they go right back to what they were doing. But they take advantage of the sun because they deal with such a harsh winter. They take advantage of the good times, right? And now, if you live in LA, you don't have that same feeling because it's fucking 78 degrees every day. We get depressed in a motherfucker with 1/10 of an inch of rain, man. Like, the fuck is raining, man? Like, what the fuck? So you gotta adjust and accept life for what it is, y'all. And you gotta make this the response you have to any negative thing. Meaning, dismiss it, let go of it, get rid of it, don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't try to understand it. Don't go and listen to those learned motherfuckers who tell you need to sit down and analyze why things aren't going right for you. Motherfuckers, things aren't going right for you because those situations that you were just in, you didn't figure it out fast enough. You didn't make the adjustments fast enough. It was a negative coming at you. You didn't deflect it. You saw the shit coming. You didn't get out of that job. These questions have already been answered in your head, homie. There is no reason to go any deeper into why you lost. Why is the world the way it is? Why do fools fall in love? I mean, what the fuck? I don't care. You need to understand that at a base level, and you need to adjust your life and be able to benefit from being able to walk on this earth and be able to make adjustments. In the beginning, you know, I talk about being tough. And when I was a kid, tough meant, you know what I mean, being able to handle burdens, not letting it break me. Tough didn't mean shooting some other gang member shit. I wasn't worried about that. I built myself and a couple of my homies from Baltimore and Virginia and a couple other cats. We ran together when I was out on the East as much because what we were was tough. You know what I'm saying? What we were was, you know, my boy from Alabama, he had a rough life, but we still here. My boy from Virginia had a rough life, but we still here. I'm from Compton with my life, and we still here. You know, we took pride in being some of the toughest dudes you ever ran into. I had a tough clique of cats, if y'all call them cliques. But I had a tough group, meaning we make nothing, you know, something out of nothing every day. That's what we do. We God on this earth every day, all of us. A group of 10 motherfuckers coming out who could survive. You understand what I'm saying? But we all do the same thing. Hey, yo, what happened today? Man, you know, motherfuckers, man, they let me go. Oh shit, man. Yeah, fuck them bitches, man. Let's just go. Man, what you got set up, man? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go talk to my boy, man. They got to open it over on so and so. Like, we never dwelled on it. We just called it what it is, man. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck them devils. We gonna keep on hustling. We gonna keep on moving. Right? It is what it is. They can't stop me. I'm God on this earth. They can't stop me. Am I tough enough to handle it? Am I built for this shit? Hell yeah. It ain't nothing in this earth and of this earth that is not my dominion to control. So why am I sitting here thinking, you know, oh man, you know, I don't know. It's a trend and I might be going down a losing trail. Man, it is what it is. Dismiss the shit. Get on with your life. Build the next thing and get this as being part of your mentality. I'm telling you, I got a couple of strengths that I know that I run into other cats and they don't have. And one of the major ones has always been my acceptance of life and every day and every situation as it being, it is what it is. There is no rationale behind it. There is nothing to learn from stepping in dog shit. It is what it is, brother. Next time, partner.
What it is